Wow, that hair!
Toast.
All toasters toast, man.
Excellent shooting, Jack. Ever thought about being a wastelander?
Can't say that I have.
Wastelanders find items from the outside the city walls, eh? Any artifact or weapon worth having comes through my hands. Work for me and I'll throw some of the sweeter items your way.
Kill metalheads? Get toys? Sounds good to me.
Slow down, Jack and a fat man. You two had better run that by me again, because there's no way I'm going outside the city to face more metalheads.
Sig will show you the ropes.
So you want to be wastelanders, huh, doughboys? Well, we'll see what you're made of when we get out in the thick. Crew wants some new trophies to put butts in chairs at the Hip Hog, so I'm gonna bag him 5 nasty metalheads at the pumping station. Don't wet your fur, Chili Pepper, because we're rolling with the Peacemaker.
Woo! I need one of those. Where'd you get it?
Don't ask. Sig needs someone to watch his back while he tracks the metalheads, eh?
We'll meet at the pumping station. Listen, cherries, don't you leave me dangling in the wind out there.
Let's do it.
Wait, all toasters toast. There we go. Now I'm saying it right. I said I wasn't paying attention. I don't even remember what that icon means. Is that the sewer or like the X? You know what that is?
That's pumping station.
Pumping station's way into the side of the map.
This is where you're defending what's his face.
And this is one of what is probably close to 50 times in the game where the difficulty takes a radical jump in difficulty.
Yeah, this one can be a pain in the ass. Especially because this is one of the few missions, I swear, where not all missions do this, but this one, you can hit him and it hurts him.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and here's another thing. The game tricks you into thinking that he's capable of defending himself. He can't. You leave him alone for a couple seconds and he'll be dead. But if you're with him, he can fight just fine.
There's one time, too, that he said that he actually tries to defend himself, and it doesn't work. Okay, I'm jumping on the police's head. I'm going to see what happens if I do it too many times. To see if anything happens. I swear there's an Easter egg. Like, they shoot you once, or they try to zap you, or I think sometimes the police may even chase you after a while.
I don't really see why that would be an Easter egg. I mean...
It's not really an Easter egg, but it's like kind of like a random thing. It's the thing that you wouldn't expect, because why would you be jumping on the head of the Crimson Guard over and over again? I played this game a lot when I was younger, so I had a lot of spare time.
Yeah, I don't think I played this game as much as you did, but...
I don't know why I liked playing this so much when I was younger.
It's not like horrible difficulty.
Maybe that's where I grew my thing for enjoying extremely difficult games. So I played this game too much.
Seriously, that jump in particular, it just makes you fly. Uh-oh.
Pumping station. Pumping station has some of the easier missions, surprisingly. I think.
Apart from a certain one I can think of, I will agree with you.
I mean,
and even that one's not that bad. You can still probably beat on your first try. It's just it'll be tough.
I feel like the pumping station has like the easiest mission in the entire game. Because the reason why I don't say what Dead Town I think it's called.
Yeah, I would say Dead Town if it wasn't for one mission.
Yeah,
and it's not the one you're thinking of. I guarantee you.
I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of the mech, right?
That's one of them.
That one I don't find that bad.
And then there's another one that...
I think we're thinking the same other one.
Yeah.
So it's the one right after you get Spoken Fury.
Yeah. We're on the same page.
You will use that Fury, by the way.
And you will run out of ammo.
Hello, cherries. Ready to hunt a few metalheads? Follow me, stick close, and watch my sis. It's gonna be fun.
Oh.
Here we go.
That.
Oh yeah, they don't give you Fury ammo until you're like 2/3 of the way through the mission.
Pretty
So,
much.
You're pretty much forced to use Blaster. Which is fine, because Blaster's probably the better one anyways. But
Blaster's the best weapon in the game. Even with the Peacemaker, I still think I use the Blaster more.
I would use the Peacemaker more if it had more ammo. Really, why?
Did they fix that in the third game, though?
Partially. There's cheat codes you can use to get more ammo, but
And the cheat codes you get for getting precursed.
yeah,
Precursor.
the word cheat is kind of loose.
Loosely cheat. Yay, I'm doing the first mission from the one chick with the animal.
And why is this lagging so bad? Okay, I'm gonna miss the frame skip for a second because this is getting really bad.
Frame skip. Oh,
Okay, this is a lot better.
nice.
It's actually running roughly 60 FPS now.
Alright, that's good.
Which, again, I'm only uploading this in 30, so it doesn't matter. I'm only recording it in 30.
I swear I only do this area at night. Does this area just turn the game to night half the time?
I think so.
You know what area I'm talking about, right? You have to. It's the first area that the what's it called? This chick with the animal makes you do. I swear it's always nighttime whenever I do it. Yeah, this mission that you're doing, I don't think I failed it when I'm replaying it like I am now, but I think a few times before, when I was younger, of course, I had to restart it a few times, mainly because I did something stupid, such as hitting him way too much.
Here's the... I said it before and I'll say it again. The game fools you into thinking he can defend himself, but if you leave him for 2 seconds, his health bar just drains like that.
Yeah.
But I'm scared not even to have him on the camera, because you know something's gonna happen. Also, why does it take this gun so long to charge? When you get the Peacemaker, it charges instantly.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I always thought whenever I got the Peacemaker. I was kind of like pissed at the same time, like, oh my god, guys.
That mission would have been so much easier. Just saying.
It's like, oh my goodness. I've got a question for you.
Fire away.
What is your opinion on Jak 2's soundtrack? I think I might have asked
I don't think you did, as far as what I think of it. It's not bad, but I don't find it very memorable.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I certainly wouldn't say it's bad. It's definitely got some good songs in there, but
Like the song in the mission I'm in. I like the music here. In this area.
I can think of a couple songs. But
The boss theme is pretty good, too.
pretty much the only one that's been burned into my head is Hidden City when you're being chased, because that's what you're going to hear 90% of the time.
That one sort of has a, what's the best way to put it? A werehog effect on me.
Come again?
I like it. Like I think it's a good song, but it plays way too much for its own good. Like the werehog battle music.
I will give you that. The
Werehog
funny thing is, if they didn't even put that in, just played the normal level music, I think people would like the werehog a lot more.
Yeah.
Because the night music is probably actually better than the daytime music in that game.
I
It's
was about to
just...
say that. I love the night music and
It's too bad you barely get to hear it.
yeah, I really do love the night music and just gonna say Werehog Unleashed, Sonic Unleashed,
It practically is Warhog Unleashed, especially if you're playing the PS2 version.
pretty much. Oh yeah, because the PS2 version has the most.
It has more Werehog than any of them. Except for Wii, which is the same thing.
That was making me think. I was thinking maybe you could LP the HD version on our channel, though you've done it on your own, and then I could do the what's it called? The
I've tried playing it on PS2, it runs fine. Except for a
And
few graphical glitches.
and then I could do.
And it's another one of those games that likes automatically setting stuff to Spanish, so...
Maybe
But
it's just
so
a
does this
PS
game, so...
Maybe that's just a PS2 emulator thing.
But not every game does that! That's the thing.
Maybe secretly we're Spanish and we just don't know it.
Hola, amigos. That's the extent of all the Spanish I know, I'm sorry. I never took Spanish in high school.
Oh my goodness. It's the cube. It's the cube. It's the cube. You know, the cube.
I'm not sure I do.
You know, the cube that you gotta hit.
Oh, you're in that place.
Yeah, I like the
For some
music.
reason, I was in the impression that you were further ahead than that.
Oh, I like the music in this area, though. Now that you are fully aware of what area I'm in. Okay, I
So
did
to be
the
fair,
cube.
it's not even that bad. I say that now. When I get there, we're probably gonna waste half the part there.
Yeah, no. Well, this mission's fairly easy.
When I was doing my record, that was one of the hardest missions for me.
The first visit here.
Yes. But that one took me about half a day. Not even kidding.
I'm trying to think of what would make this difficult.
Everything. It's a marathon.
I think the missions in this area are probably some of the hardest in the entire game. For me, at least.
Yeah, remember when I said everything is Samos is stupidly difficult? Yeah, he has one here.
Oh, I know which one it is, too.
Seriously, everything that involves him is just like, you just kind of cringe inside if you see him because you know it's going to be hard.
It's not a spoiler that Samos is in the game, he was in the intro.
It's true.
Just want to say that to anyone who's like, spoilers. It's like, no.
Well, it's for a game that's over 10 years old.
Some people are still picky about it.
There's people that still complain about spoilers in a Mario game. Like, seriously, how can you spoil that?
Yeah, that's like saying there's a lava world in a Mario game. It's like,
Princess Peach got captured by Bowser.
how dare you?
I thought it was going to be King Koopa this time.
That makes me think of Bowser's Inside Story. That's probably the only Mario and Luigi game I actually liked.
I haven't played that one, actually. That's the only one I haven't played. Well, Dream Team I haven't either. But that's because it's still sort of newish, relatively.
Isn't it like a year old? Didn't it, or 2 years? Did it come out late 2013?
Well, I never really got the appeal for getting it, so... I got Superstar Saga, I've got what I never finished Partners in Time. I got stuck in one of the levels and I never cared to finish it. And I've got to start from the beginning of this mission.
That's... Well, you had to start from the beginning?
Yes!
Oh my god. Oh,
Superstar
yeah,
Saga I actually really liked. But
that's how this mission works.
I
don't know
think
why.
it's overrated, but I still really liked it.
I don't know why. I think people say Dream Team is the worst, or that's what it's called. No, Dream Team.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about, the 3DS one.
No, not 3DS one. The one Partners in Time.
Oh.
People usually say that's the worst.
I can see it, considering how it's the one I have yet to finish.
But like, oh my god, dude, this area is dark, and I can't see things, and it's horrible because I'm getting lost because of the darkness. But yeah, people say that's the worst, and people will argue between. I think usually it's between Bowser's Inside Story and the first game that people argue are the best in the series. I don't.
Most
really
people
like
say Saga that I've heard.
Yeah,
Though 90% of the time when they bring up that, they bring up Fawful as their reason. Okay, Fawful's great, I'll agree, but one character's not going to make a good game.
Dementio was great. I thought it was great at least. You know, from the first game. It's the first game.
Fawful's
No,
definitely
I
the one
mean
that
from
everybody
Super-
remembers.
From Super Paper Mario, Dementio.
I haven't played that one, so I don't know. I've only played the original and a bit of Thousand Year Door.
That one's for the Wii. The one with
Yeah.
Dementio. He's got the one with the awesome battle or final boss theme. You know, the Ultimate Show, I think is what it's called. A lot of people know it.
I'm sure they do, I'm just not one of them. I wasn't a Nintendo kid growing up, so I don't know a lot of this stuff.
The
In fact,
game,
I don't even think I had a Nintendo console till 2008?
oh my goodness, I have to start at the beginning of this area too for this mission.
I understand.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that's one thing that makes this game difficult too, because it likes to do that.
Checkpoints. What are those?
It'll give you checkpoints mid-mission, but then when you get to a certain waypoint, if it has like multiple objectives to do in the mission, it'll like change.
Well, and stuff sometimes it'll throw you back at the beginning, even though it saves your progress. There's a few missions like that too, and it really throws you off because you think you have to go back and do it again.
This game is really And you don't have to do it again. Then you go through an area, and then you're like, oh my gosh.
Especially when it's a really hard one. The area you were just in, prime example of that.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why it took me so long.
Dark Jack.
No, I don't think I've actually used Dark Jack since they started.
Dark Jack is awesome early game. I don't remember about late. Actually, no, late game is also really awesome because of the special moves gifts. You got the power bomb jump.
Not yet, no. I don't think so.
I thought that's what the Oracle did. No, the Oracle just tells you the first time, right? That you go to him.
Actually, I'm not sure, but when I get a lot of enemies showing up, I'll use Dark Jack and find out.
Yeah, his special moves are actually all really good. Like,
really, the only reason I get all the or skulls, the last one. It makes the last level so much easier if you,
let me think about the last one for a second. Is that the one where you do square and jump, the spiral?
No, there's one after that.
Which one is it? The spiral and uppercut one's really good too, though.
Even though it's kind of the same thing as the bomb, but whatever.
It is. I think
it's a screen nuke and a screen nuke.
I think it's slightly better. No, actually, the dark bomb I think is a little more reliable. I can't remember. One of them is more reliable than the other. That's what I remember.
I usually wind up using the jump more because it seems to work better for enemies that are higher up.
That's probably more reliable then. So it hits ground too. What's the last Dark Jack move then? I can't think of it.
I'm just gonna say because it's not much of a spoiler. Invincibility.
It is? I must have never... No, I had to have collected a lot. I don't know.
Now that's what I call blowing.
I always thought you were just invincible as Dark Jack, maybe.
No. You have to unlock it, and it makes the last level so much easier.
Yeah, last level in this game, they decided to make you remember that you're playing Jack 2.
Yeah, that is part of the reason I say that it feels like you're playing an NES game. You will feel like you are.
Woo!
They want this game to leave an impression.
It did. I think the difficulty in this game is actually one of the high points, funny enough.
Oh, I know, I totally agree. This is one of the few games where I think it's completely warranted.
Yeah, if this game was easy, it just wouldn't be the same. Speaking of Jack, did you ever see the news, quote unquote, news that hit the beginning of the year where
No.
Naughty Dog said, "Nah, we're not interested in the series anymore." They were interested.
Well, there's two
before.
divisions of Naughty Dog, and I know one of them was still interested in it. The one that made Last of Us, so I don't know. Maybe.
As long as that division makes if they plan on to ever make another Jack game, like a Jack 4, if that division makes it, I'd be fine, because they can tell a story pretty well. And let's face it, as weird as the stories are in Jack, oh my god, I have to do this whole section again. As weird as the stories are in Jack 2 and 3, and 1, I guess, but
One really doesn't even have a story.
But,
Dexter has more story than Jack 1. But,
that's true. But, like,
which I'll probably wind up doing that game at some point, too. But
these games are Jack 2 and 3 especially are story driven, so funny enough.
which is funny because we're skipping all the cutscenes.
Well, you're editing.
Yeah, I'll edit them in, but we're not really talking about them or anything.
I'm scared that you're eventually gonna miss one.
It's gonna happen. I know it for a fact. And I'm gonna upload it, and you're gonna chew me out for missing it.
And then
I'm gonna have to upload it again.
I'll just tell you to upload it as like a separate part or something, like a bonus, like not a bonus part, but like a side part, you know, like part 1A or something, for example.
So I'm not worried about every single scene. Like for this one, I'm skipping the scenes where Sid's shooting the metalheads. I'm not too worried about those. But
Yeah, if anything,
if I can find them, I'll put them in. But if not,
it's not entirely. Some missions they are. This one, all he does is like he puts his thumb up. Really, it's just about.
Also, by the way, Sid won't move from this point on. This threw me off a lot. Last few times I've tried playing this, 'cause I thought you were supposed to be following him.
When you finish.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a little thing, but it really throws you off.
I don't think I ever noticed, because I think when I finished it, like when I was younger, I thought he disappeared, so I just like went on.
I think there's a precursor orb over here. That's why I'm running over here.
Where are you? Hold on, I'll tell you.
Yeah, right here.
I found that by complete accident.
I did too.
On this
when I was in my
playthrough.
last playthrough.
Yeah, on this playthrough I'm doing right now, I found that by complete accident. I mean, I knew it was there, but I found it by complete accident, quote unquote.
They did say I was going to go for all of them that I know about, so...
Did you get the? There's like 3 that you can get early on in this level. There's no point in getting them now. But...
Well, let's see.
I
think I have gotten all of them. There's one inside the half pipe.
How many do you have right now? Just curious.
Hold on. How do you check that? Does it say under secrets or?
Yeah.
12.
Okay. I think I want to say there's a quick option of doing it, but I don't know if there is.
Oh, duh. L3.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I've got 26.
Well, you're a good bit ahead of me. Of course you have more. My
Well,
grammar's amazing.
In a way, I'm kind of keeping it as like a reference for you. Maybe. I also have 160 or 180 metalhead skulls. Hey guys, that tells you how many metalheads you get to fight.
Oh, speaking of metalheads, I've got to go down there, and I think this is where I'm gonna get my Dark Jack Bomb.
Yeah, Jack Bomb. I think it's actually called Jack Bomb too, right?
I wouldn't doubt
Or
it.
Dark Jack Bomb.
One of the two, something like that. I'm almost certain it's called down Jack 3. I don't know about 2. It probably is.
I feel like it's called it.
I played 3 more than 2. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm the person who played 2 more than 3. Funny enough.
So I like 2 more, which is strange, but
I think it's because I got Jack 2 or not 2. I got Jack 3 a little late. I think is why.
I did too.
You do well to rid the world of this metal scourge. As a reward, I grant you a dark power.
Well, nobody asked you.
Yeah, here's Dark Bomb. That's what it's called.
Okay, so it is called Dark Bomb. That's what I thought. Okay, I did this mission. That was actually a lot more difficult than I remember it being. Or I had a lot more difficulties than I remember. It wasn't really... Oh my god. Why are the metalheads in this game so cruel? Why do they design them to be terrible?
I think they hate humanity.
Yeah, I think this game is like
Right.
proof that what's it called? That Naughty Dog hated humans at one point.
I think they still might, considering their last game was a zombie survival game.
That's true. I think Naughty Dog is actually one of the only developers that have consistently kept, or one of the few developers I can think of off the top of my head that's consistently made good games. Because
You're gonna make me bring up Jack 1 again?
well, you said you can understand how people like
Okay,
it,
that's true.
so I'm gonna take that as it's a good game, not your thing, which is what you said basically.
Pretty much. There's a lot of games I can say like that. Majora's Mask is one of them. So I can admit it's a good game. I'm never going to like it.
See, I would lynch him for saying that, but he says it's a good game. He just doesn't like it, so he lives for one day. But
For what it's worth, I find the game better in Ocarina of Time, but I don't hold Ocarina of Time to a very high standard.
speaking of which, Zelda Wii U delayed. Oh my god, never saw that coming.
I know, right? What are the chances?
I think I've seen a list of every single Zelda game ever delayed.
It's pretty much all of them, isn't it?
Let's see.
I think the only one that wouldn't have been is maybe Majora's Mask.
Ocarina of Time was delayed a year. Zelda Gaiden, which turned into Majora's Mask, was technically delayed a year. It was supposed to come out in 1999, but it came out in 2000.
Well, that's because they had to rebuild it.
Wind Waker came out a year later. Twilight Princess came out a year later.
I can say Skyward Sword came out a bit later. I don't know how long, but I know that one for a fact. Because at that point I was following Nintendo.
It came out a year later, but that
I forgot Skyward Sword, but...
Skyward Sword came out a year later, but I think it was delayed like 3 times.
So, a quick question. Is there any 3D Zelda games at this point that have not been delayed? Because that's all of them I can think of.
Handhelds, no.
No, I said 3D.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a good point.
I'm not talking about the 3D remakes of Ocarina or any of that. But
Nope, they've all been delayed by 1 year.
I guess the only other one of that category would be Wind Waker HD, but I don't know how that was.
Remake. Nope, that came out a long time. That was a remake, though. So no, every 3D console Zelda game has been delayed by 1 year. Though this one technically was unofficially delayed by 1 year, and by that I mean they didn't say it was delayed, they basically just implied it was delayed. or that is most likely going to be delayed. They said 2015, being released 2015 isn't their #1 priority, which you can interpret that as they're not focused on, like, it could be released in 2015, but it most likely won't. What?
It's still at 60 FPS.
That frame rate is amazing. Does it always do that at the front of this?
It does this sometimes, yes. It usually wears off.
Just at the front of this area.
I'm gonna try running off a little bit, see if that does anything.
I bet it's the front of.
Okay, yeah, it's fine now.
It's the front of the.
And now it's back to slow mo. Go, Jack, go! You can do it.
I have to start from the beginning of this area again. I told you this control.
You boys are turning out to be quite useful, eh? I have another task for you. The sewers used to be a fabulous smuggling route for me before the Baron installed security devices.
And before those late-night snack runs kept you from fitting out the front door.
I bet you've hatched another brilliant plan in that hungry little brain of yours. So, who or what do we have to shake down, knock out, or blow up?
Well, I need someone to go down and shoot every sentry gun in the sewers. And I'll give you a sweet weapon upgrade if you succeed.
Let me guess. Dank murky water? Reeks worse than your breath at an oyster fest? Fuller of metalheads than your plate at a one-pass buffet? And of course, weapons more lethal than your ever-so-tiny whiteys on a hot summer day. Look, Donut Hole, why don't we float around here looking hot and heavy, and you go roto-root the pipes?
We're not doing anything until you tell us why metalheads are trading with the Baron's forces.
I should have had you both kneecapped, eh? All I know is that the Baron cut a desperate deal with the metalhead leader. Metalheads need eco, so the Baron supplies them with regular shipments. In return, the Metalheads agree to attack the city just enough to satisfy the Baron's continued rule.
Yeah, but how long can that deal last?
Well, the Baron is running short on eco, eh? And the Metalheads are short on patience. Baron Praxis needs this wall to keep in power. Otherwise, the city would put the true ruler on the throne, wherever that little brat is.
Daxter and I will clear your sewers. And we haven't forgotten about that weapons upgrade you promised in return.
Bloodsuckers.
Control stick is killing me. If I was playing the game on my console and I was LPing it, I'd be dying in the most stupid ways because I just walked off the edge because my control stick, like I said, it's kind of broken. My left one. So maybe
my left one barely even works. I have to use the D-pad for the games that support it. The ones that don't, I'm just out of luck.
Clearly, me and Mayo Doctor, we like to handicap ourselves. Just, we like to give the game a new level of difficulty. That's not a good thing. Don't do that, kids.
You know, I was considering at one point doing like a blind speedrun of one of the Final Fantasy games. I soon realized that was a horrible idea.
RPG blind speedrun? No.
Yeah, it took me longer than I would be willing to admit. But
I'm gonna give you an example. But a lot of people can 100% speedrun Final Fantasy games, depending on it. 3D ones can take over 10 hours, the 100%. And they could take still 5 hours just to any percent. What are you clicking out of the game sometimes?
I'm working on the speed of the game, so that when it starts lagging, I can just reset it.
Oh. And then
There's different areas.
I forget what I was talking about.
You were talking about Final Fantasy speedruns.
Oh yeah. I remember I saw Xenoblade Chronicles any percent. I didn't see it, but watch it. But I saw it recommended on YouTube. I forget what I was looking at. It probably just was recommended because I was listening to the music. But I think it took any percent for that game 5 hours, nearly.
I never played the game, so I don't know.
So RPG games, don't blind speedrun them. That's the moral of the story.
Okay, blind speedrun Kingdom Hearts. Let's do it. Actually, Kingdom Hearts wouldn't be so bad.
Kingdom Hearts is it's worse when the games are as linear as that. Like Final Fantasy X would be another good example of a game that probably wouldn't be good to speedrun because it's really linear.
I don't even remember what this mission is. Oh, now we do. Hello.
This mission can be a pain in the ass sometimes too.
Yes. Yes, it is.
By the way, I want to point something out for everyone who
Oh, frame rate.
thinks, for everyone who knows that I hate Final Fantasy 13, which should be generally everyone.
At this point.
If I'm not mistaken, Final Fantasy 13 was made by the guy who made Final Fantasy X, which explains the linearity of the game. Except Final Fantasy X had a decent story and decent characters, except Tidus.
Maybe they had a different script writer. I don't know.
No, they just needed to learn. Yeah, they need to learn how to make a good story for Final Fantasy 13. I'm not defending that game anyway, and I am not letting anyone feel the satisfaction of thinking that game is good.
I haven't played enough of it to have a solid opinion, so say what you want.
It is so bad. It's not even worth. Don't. If you ever plan on getting it, don't even get the PC version. The ports are so bad, it's not even worth it. I mean, the game isn't worth it on its own.
And I've been considering looking at it maybe as an HBO thing, but...
But then what if you actually, for some reason, enjoy it?
Then I won't do it.
Oh, wait, no, I told you something that would make you hate it instantly.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You
Since
can't
I took him like an hour to explain it, then the second he brought up one specific thing, is like, you know what, I agree with you, this is horrible. Never getting it.
Oh, want to know something great about Final Fantasy 15? If you don't know already? You can only control one character.
I really don't care about that. A lot of games do that.
No, I mean, like, it's an RPG where you have, like, a party and everything, but you can only control one character, as far as I'm aware, throughout the whole entire game.
That's really not that big of a deal. I mean, a lot of games do
Then why
that.
make it an RPG?
Again, Kingdom Hearts does the same thing.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I didn't actually think about that. I think Final Fantasy 13 or 15 has the something from Kingdom Hearts, not just the composer. Everyone knows the composer.
They got the producer, or they did. He stopped to start working on Kingdom Hearts 3, but...
I think it was the combat producer or something. The guy who made the combat. I'm not entirely sure. All I know is they changed the developer to a no name, and it made me lose all hope in the game. All little hope that I had to begin with.
Yeah, let's just start with this for anyone that hasn't already figured out. He generally hates Square Enix with a passion.
Yeah,
So don't take anything he says too seriously if you are a Square Enix fan.
They've done so much to piss me off that I don't think I respect them as like a developer, or producers even, or producers. Oh my god!
I don't think he respects them. Period.
Publishers. I don't respect them as publishers even anymore. Because remember back when they got pissed at Tomb Raider for not releasing or for not selling.
That I remember, and I was like, seriously? What were you expecting? 'Cause this sold pretty well.
It sold extremely well. It was like 3 million copies or something, and they were like, nope, not enough. That's one reason why I kind of don't like them too, because they do stuff like that. It's like, why would I respect anyone?
But they wound up making a re-release of it in HD, and they're making a sequel. Okay.
Yep. I don't like Final Fantasy a lot anymore. I have zero faith in the series. I have zero faith in the company. I want Square Enix to burn and fail. And
Have you not noticed at this point about it?
God.
What the... I can drown.
Yeah, it does the drowning animation if you fall in the water. It does like all different types of animation. Like if you die from getting like shot or something, then you fall off an edge. It does the falling animation death.
Glad to see they learned their lesson from Crash Bandicoot. Death animations are the way to go.
I can't remember, is this a rare thing that happens in the game, or is this only mission specific? But you know how Daxter talks to you in the first game? Mm-hmm. When you die?
Yeah, that doesn't happen in Jak 2. In Jak 3, it happens during bosses.
Oh, okay. That was one thing I actually liked about Jak 1. It was kind of
Yeah, I'll give it that. Although, when you die as many times as I do, they start to loop, and...
Yeah, well, that gets frustrating. Especially in the later levels, like this snow level.
Jak 3, it was only bosses, so I didn't mind it so much, but...
Speaking of the Oracle thingy-majigger, I can go to it now. Myself. Late speaking of the Oracle thingy-majigger.
I keep forgetting I have Dark Jak. I should really use that.
Only use it in places that really, I guess, really need it.
But it takes a while to build it up, so...
We should. I feel like we should have explained this earlier, but we never did. But what the heads do, because even though the cutscenes explain it, I feel like we should explain it. 'Cause anyways, what the metalhead heads do? What are they called exactly?
Metalhead skulls or something like that.
Yeah, what they do and what the precursor orbs do.
Oh,
So-
right, it's this way.
So the metalhead
So beautiful.
skulls, yeah, I love that. They're satisfying to pull off, even if you hit nothing. I don't know why. There's something about the impact. It's just like, yeah, I did it.
It seemed better when you hit a bunch of stuff, though. So
Yeah.
it's worth it.
Even if it's like really tiny enemies, you're just like the satisfaction.
I mean, those ones are pretty small. I just didn't want to take the damage. And look, I still have full health, so...
That was actually a good spot to use it in, though. But I hate this mission that you're in, by the way, too. This is another mission I think is kind of difficult. I had some difficulties even on this playthrough.
I want to say it's not that bad, but I died once and I had to come back. I think this right here is around the part I died. No, this is the part I died in. I got shot and fell in the water.
But the metalhead skulls, once you get a certain amount, you can spend... I think you spend them. I don't remember if you do or don't spend them, but I think you actually do give them to the Oracle. And that gives you the new Dark Jack powers. I don't think it's possible to miss all three. Is it possible to miss all three?
Oh yes, it's very possible.
But yeah. Huh.
Oh, this is where I died.
And then the
Are you serious?
the precursor orbs activate quote unquote cheats. Isn't it not safe to be in that water?
Here it is. Okay. Apparently it's fine.
I'll tell you what the name of the spinning Dark Jack move is called.
I'm scared. I have one hit.
Yeah, too bad you don't have the blaster, because then you can just shoot
Oh,
it,
I
right?
know. I would. Yep, dead.
Okay, it's called Dark Blast. The one you do in the air. I think Dark Bomb is more reliable, thinking of it now. I thought Dark Blast lasted longer. But, yeah. I need to be right back for a second now.
Okay, well, I'll just ramble on my own then.
Have fun with this poopy mission that keeps putting you at the beginning.
I know! What's a checkpoint?
I don't know. So yeah, be right back.
I've heard rumors of them. Let's let me go. Anywho, just go back, do it again and not die, maybe, I don't know. With some luck. What kind of dark do we have? Not nearly what we need. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble here. This isn't even that hard of a mission. I brought it before I had full health by the time that I used Dark Jack, so... I don't know. But what is it? Tomatoes. This mission's not even supposed to be that bad. That's the scary thing. The sewer levels get worse. Much worse. They get unbearably worse. Oh, goody, Dark Jack. Okay. So I can still use it. And boom! Still satisfying. Every time. Oh, so satisfying. Oh, you know, I just now saw the gauge there by the life bar that shows your dark thing. I thought that was just for show. I've never actually noticed that. Well, okay. I guess I'll be looking at that more. Like, okay, I guess I should rephrase that. I knew it was there, but I've had trouble reading it. It'd be that looks easier to read now. I don't know if that's an emulator thing or what's up, but I don't really know how to describe it. Oh good, I can't turn any further to the side. That's great. Just got one gun left, like every other time. Every time you get down to all but one. Right here. And one hit already before I can even see the turret. That's a good sign. That's always a good sign. 2. Yes! 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 You're done. I don't even care if I die at this point. I'm done.
That took longer than expected, but it still wasn't very long. Hello.
Hello.
So, did you finish?
Just
It looks like
finished.
You did. Yeah, it looks like you just finished. Congratulations. You don't have to do that again.
Don't worry. It only gets better from here.
I forget, is there a New Game Plus in this game?
There's
Keep
hero
it-
mode. But you have to get all the... What's it called? Precursor orbs.
Oh, yeah. No, not all.
200 of them.
Oh,
That's the
never mind.
requirement.
That is all. Did I ever mention that this TV is really dark and I can't see a thing?
Yeah, a few times.
Like, I'm looking at your game, I'm like, man, I wish I could see things like that.
Yeah, look at all those shadows.
Okay, no, okay. Wish I could see things like that, except for those shadows. Actually, no, I do want to see those shadows. For science.
Of course. For science!
Science! So, one thing that I should mention, the vehicle he's in, that's basically the only vehicle you're going to use in the game. There's no point to use any other one, except...
I'll use the armored ones sometimes.
I might use they're like the medium-sized, you know, those weird green-shaped ones is the best way to explain it.
Yeah, it's these things.
Yeah. I may use...
I use these a lot.
I'll use
They
the-
run roughly the same. They're a bit slower, but
Yeah.
they're safer.
Yeah, pretty much. But there's no point in getting in the two big ones. Okay, there's no point in getting the one that has the two things in the left and right side. 'cause I
Okay,
think
yeah,
that's-
those I will avoid at all costs. There is
But-
no point to those. They have the exact same resistance as a one-sider.
But the big square one I think is a little faster, and I might occasionally go in there depending on what mission it is. I think, but I think that's
And
okay.
if what's closest.
Yeah. But even then, I'll swap over to something else once I see it.
Anyways, I just we're hinging on 40 minutes, so
Oh wow!
yeah. Thank y'all for watching. We're gonna start up again next time.
How many missions did we get accomplished in this part?
Not very many. I think a lot of it was just a sewer.
Well then. See you next time where we get to do more sewer missions. I actually think this is the money bag collecting one.
Okay, money bag isn't that bad.
Nah. It's good. It's pretty good. Pretty easy.
Good. For now.
See you guys next time.
Yay.